Yeah. And so then who? Transformers Armada, Red Alert, and the mini-con that it comes with is Long Arm. Yeah, if you can hear some noise in the background, it's just some crazy person just talking about random stuff. Anyway, we're gonna review him first because this guy's the main course, and this guy is just a small mini-con, which, I mean, if you can tell from the kibble, you can tell what he transforms into. But for his posability, there's no swivel at the head. And he's got, like, I guess, ball-jointed, like, hands. But they're really just, like, they can rotate all the way up. Not that far up, but just to up and down. And then he's got a knee, or, yeah, a knee. No, the leg can move up that far, and then this can bend, but that's more for the transformation. Nothing can go back that far, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I can't really bash this figure that bad. I mean, it's a mini-con from 2001. What do you expect? Transforming him is pretty easy. Take both of the legs, flip them like so, just turn him around, and there you have him in his crane mode. And then you can flip this out to get it a lot better. And there is some posability. The hook is on a hinge joint, and then this is on a hinge joint, and this is on a swivel. Which, I mean, you can simulate some things, but the problem is that the hook just looks unnatural when you get it up to higher things, because a hook doesn't usually look like that. The only way you're going to get it normally is, like, from there, and that's, like, not even an inch off the ground. But I do like it, because I like the sculpted detail for the cab, and there is no painted windows, but you can see some windows there. And it looks pretty nice. And he has a hole in his chest. We'll talk about that later. Red Alert. This figure is like almost leader class size. And I got it for like 20 bucks at an antique mall. The same place where I got Blitzwing. The G1 Blitzwing that I reviewed. I think that's on the channel. I don't even know. He's pretty weird looking. I mean, when you look at him, look, his head is like small and all that. He's got like an anime proportion. And what I mean by that is he just has long legs. Like, look at that. That's like a foot. And then like a short torso and just like this mess. I mean, when you look at it from the side, of course you're going to think, oh, that kind of looks a little bit weird. Because his head is so small. I mean, I understand they probably couldn't have made it any better, but it's so, okay. Let me show you on the top. Like, look at how much space there is. That's my hand. There's so much space for extra activities. Smash that like button if you get that reference. Heck yeah, baby. Coming to the back, there's really nothing except for a little gimmick that you take him and that little hole there plugs into this part in the back. And if you press it up, it makes a sound, which I'm surprised that it still makes a sound because it's in 2001 and it just, that's all that, it just says red alert and then, yeah. And then the other thing that you can do is you push it down. Okay, see, I always do this. So you push it down. Just go down. Okay, I want to try and do this right, so it looks okay. Okay, that's the best I'm gonna do it. It's a gun that can actually be taken off, and you can do this normally. And another thing that I forgot to mention, this figure is just having a little fun time not standing up. If you bring it back all the way, it makes a gun noise. And he can plug into... Okay, you know what? We'll talk about the accessory first. So this is just like a gun. They can only fit into one of his hands. I don't have one of the accessories where there's like a beam in his hand. I lost that. I could probably find it somewhere. It's probably like in my belly button somewhere. But this little tab right here can plug into his hand, and it actually looks pretty nice. And it has a projectile as well, so it actually it goes about a foot. Let me test this. Just give me like 3 seconds. I gotta set everything up. No. Did you see my face? Did you look at me? I'm pretty. Stop making noises. Even then it shoots pretty far. So that's pretty good, man. But speaking about the little projectile, it's just a weird bullet. It just has like a hinge joint that can open and close. Why? Why not just make it a missile? They want it to be more accurate. And it's a pretty good look for it, but you can just attach it to the top how I usually do it. And he just looks like that. And you don't need the Minicon to do this. You can just use your thumb or your fingers to do it. But it is a little bit harder. And that can just go onto his back like so, and it just tabs in like that, and then you can do that. And it lights and sounds. I love lights and sounds. Another thing you can do with the Minicon is you can put it up on this port up here. I'm trying to get this good looking. And you just press it down, and these things will open up to reveal something. And this doesn't shoot as far. Never mind, Jesus. Where'd it go? Oh, there he is. You get this little disc that's kind of like, has an Autobot symbol, and then it's orange, but on the other side it's just black with an Autobot symbol still sculpted in, so like why not go the extra mile, Hasbro? But it shoots a little bit less than the it shoots a little bit shoots lesser, yeah. But I have this like smooth thing, so it just goes farther. Which that's a pretty cool accessory, and you can just, it's not going to close if you have the Minicon on there, so you get rid of him, and then you can plug in everything. Last Minicon port, or actually both of these places on here, you can put them on. And this piece is stupid. You take his, I feel like I'm going to break it. Yeah, because I was going to break because I was facing the wrong way. This is not worth it. This is not worth what I'm trying to do. You can put him in there, and this folds up for no particular reason, and it's a stupid port. I hate it a lot, and I just like having it like the other one, because the other one doesn't have anything on it. As for posability on this guy, this can move in and out. This can move up, not even... Give me a second. The thing is that it fell apart because one reason. I wasn't doing the head, and the head gets jealous when you do the arm first. So it's just a swivel at the head, can look up that far. You can't even see it. That's the problem with this, he can swivel, and then he can look up that far, and then look not that far down, or yeah, quite far down, but it's kind of dumb. And then he has this weird gimmick where you can make... I'll just display it like this. You can make his neck longer. I don't understand the reason to that, but you know, Family Guy, funny moments. It's all coming together. Moves in and out. These can move. These don't move down. And arm moves out. It can move. Yeah, it can only move in and out. And there's a bicep swivel. Then a double jointed elbow for the transformation ability. There is no wrist pose ability. And if I did have the beam, there'd be a wrist swivel here. This can open. But that's not really, that's just a gimmick. And then no waist pose ability because of how this thing transforms. They can move out, the legs can move out that far. The legs can move up like that far. And they can't go back that far due to the kibble. And there's a knee bend that's not even a good knee bend. A really terrible knee bend. And then there's like a knee swivel, I guess. And then it can move up like that, but that's for the transformation. And these toes can move. And he has no pivot, but they're sculpted at angles, so you can get him in a wide stance. Overall posability on this guy, I mean, I guess is okay, but I know that Transformers Armada toys were terrible. I know that for a fact because, yeah. Transformation. Yeah. Take this screen and just tuck the head in like so, and then so you're just not gonna go in. Okay, I see. Yeah, this is my least favorite part of the Transformer. Is that stuff doesn't go in, and that's just great. I love when things don't go in, but you know, you have it in like that. Bring this in and it's not going in. That's great. I'm super happy. I am actually really livid right now. Just go in. And this windshield and all this stuff, when you do that, it just flips up and it's so great. I love this figure when it doesn't cooperate, especially on camera, because off camera I transform this thing a lot for some reason, and it doesn't do any of these stupid things. Come on. And just go in. It's still not going in. That's great. I love Transformers that are just great. I love when I want to die when there's this head cancer. But I finally got it under control. And, okay, so you take this part, and that just brings the entire thing up for some reason. Or actually, before you do that, you want to fold in the hands. Like so, and then bring them up. That's it. And then you take the legs, flip in the heels, then swivel them around, and then peg them together, and then fold these down. Then the entire thing is just gonna collapse onto everything. The entire back is just gonna collapse. Please. And you wanna peg this side into some holes that are on the sides and all that. And now it's pegged in. And then you can take the door, flip it down like so, and close it. This part just like sometimes it just like stays out, and just push it back in because it's my figure's great, dude. And then you just peg it in like that, and then you just bring this up and close the door. And you can put this mini-con, I like to just put them up here, but once you do that, oh, it didn't do it that time, that's cool. Usually the gun fires. And there you have Red Alert in his truck mode, which is amazing. I like how it looks, I like how it's like a Jeep and all that. I mean, of course there's kibble. I mean, the entire front is just like translucent. Why couldn't they just make it like this? I don't know. The only real kibble that isn't like, yeah, it's just like the feet, but, you know. You can peg them here or here, like I said. And all the parts are still functional. You can still use the gun. Everything still makes a bunch of noises that make me want to die. That missed. But yeah, it still fires. Everything is still really cohesive on this thing. And I like both of them a lot. I like him a lot because he rolls a lot. There's this tire stuff, but this is understandable. Even though it makes a terrible noise. And it actually rolls extremely well. Yeah, and it's supposed to be like some Jeep thing. I don't know. But, size comparison. Oh, crap, I forgot to do size comparisons. Oh, no. I'll transform them back. You'll see. Here they are next to this vignette. Here it is on the side. Yeah, it's off. I mean, no, do not. And I'll be right back with the transformed mode. And here's the robot mode. And again, when I said he was not a legend scale figure, like a leader class. I mean, I wasn't joking. I mean, this is just like a cable that's like a foot long. But overall, I recommend this figure if you're gonna collect all the Transformers Armada things. I wouldn't recommend it anywhere else because, bruh, just